Oh, stream cut out.
Stream perished.
Should be
Will be
back
remembered.
in a sec. And we're back. Welcome back.
You just like to keep it suspenseful. Are we really here? We had to make the double Jabu more entertaining. Adding some stream... some stream explosions.
Everything's fine. It's all going to plan.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a planned outage.
Alright, here's hoping for a nice Baronade for SeYsEy.
Oh. Looks painful.
Oh, if Alpha never got the bow?
Yeah, like... Oh. Did they skip the bow?
Pretty sure that he went up Crater after fire. So maybe he did this peak.
Yeah, it's possible. You could just look at it thinking of bow. I've mistaken that to be a stick before.
I'll check his personal tracker on stream. Yeah. Doesn't have it marked on his tracker either.
That's unlucky. So now Alfalfa kind of is hoping a bow just pops up on the way. So we're definitely going to see a split if SeYsEy goes forest first. They also could just follow each other still. It's an option. Although GTG and... I guess Spirit doesn't really matter. Like, do you even do GTG first? Probably not.
No. You're hard rushing Spirit to get the key info.
Yeah.
Well, alright folks. Moment of truth. What's going to be on Prelude? Also, both these runners are on emulator.
Are they? That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true.
You know, it's like SeYsEy is on RetroArch, and I think Alfalfa's on P64.
Interesting.
I know for sure Alfalfa's emulator because he's a keyboard player.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
there's
Okay,
opponents.
yeah.
Let's go.
Looks like we will see Forest first from SeYsEy, and I don't imagine Alfalfa goes to Forest first without a bow. Unless they're aware of it and just forgot to grab it.
Yeah, could be just forgot. It totally happens.
Yeah.
You hate to see it, but it happens. I guess thinking about it more, like, doing Forest first still isn't bad.
Yep.
Because Spirit isn't going anywhere, and if it does end up being AD, there's a chance that you pick up one of your, like, Dens or K-Sword here on the way.
Yep. I also don't think you can really get anything faster here. Like, the only real speed up at this point is long shot. And that's marginal. Maybe not marginal, but not enough to where it's like, I'm gonna bank on getting that, because you don't really want to do GTG before you do Forest. Because I think ideally you do Spirit. If you don't find, or if you are locked in Spirit, you're probably going to want to go to GTG after.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
ideally,
looking for 1 or 2 items to finish your AD dungeons, yeah, GTG is a good dense play to make.
Yep. But if you can find Dins and Forest, perfect. Just go to Shadow instead. Like, that gives you a reason to not have to hike back to GTG.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there is the Furores you can leave, but we're most likely going to be leaving that in spirit.
Yep.
Yep, nice Baronades from both. Curious to see where Alfalfa goes. If they decide to check Forest without the bow.
That would be bold. It wouldn't necessarily be the worst, but like...
I mean, French vanilla bow is not impossible.
yeah.
Bow is Death Mountain Crater and the Wall.
Yep. Might have
It's the only one that we've seen. We think Alfalfa just mispeaked it.
Spicy if it's a bow. Spicy if it's a din.
Okay.
Okay, so now we don't like GTG anymore. Now it's, once you're done with the spirit check, do Shadow if it's required.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because if it's not required, you just finish. Oh, actually, you need to figure out where lights are, but...
Setting up for Auroras for a bit of time save in Forest. Love to see it.
That's an interesting idea. I hadn't actually thought of doing that. So that is immediately getting added to my arsenal.
There's a few ways you can do it. Like if the keys work out, you can climb all the way up.
Yeah.
Set it in the hallway before shooting the eye.
Yep.
I've even seen people, they'll skip the first Stalfos, set for Auroras when they get to the second fight, and then drop down the fight, like bows back to back. But that really depends on the keys.
Yeah, that's interesting. And I have to think about how Furores works in a Forest again, because I hadn't actually thought of some of these cases. 90% of the time I forget I have Furores anyway, so...
Yeah.
Okay, so Alfalfa's hunting for a bow, so that's pretty unfortunate. The one positive is if it's required and he finds K-Sword here... Like, I think that's what Alfalfa's pretty much relying on at this point, is... You need AD, K-Sword's in Lake.
You're saying K-Swords in Wake?
Possible. Double required fishing, please? Ah.
Yeah, I typically like doing what SeYsEy did. If I can get the Floor Master into Courtyard, and then do the bomb jump hovers to climb up, it always feels like the most optimal.
Yep. I guess since you're going Lake, you can... I don't know if you check Lake here, unless you're looking for that bow.
Yeah, Alfalfa is just hunting for a bow.
Because otherwise, I think you just go straight Spirit, which actually might still be...
Yeah, I think that's what he's doing. He's getting this stuff on the way, just kind of hoping for a bow.
Yep. That's another thing that Alfalfa could benefit from, is if they find a bow on this path, that feels pretty good.
And you see that hard requires opponents to get across the spirit. Definitely sucks.
Yep, agreed.
Yep, and that's why we didn't get a strength 2 path.
Yep. There's the second Sora's Rubitive of Plagia. Oh, another big chest. This is a bow.
Full
This is
AD
sad.
kit here.
Ah, Goron Tunic.
Oh, another one. Wow.
Throw the bow here. This would be so gross. Ah, okay. Force is loaded. So I am curious as to how much of what Alfalfa is doing does SeYsEy do?
I don't see SeYsEy doing anything in field.
Yeah, I can't imagine doing anything in field. And if you're skipping field, do you just skip lake as well? Like, do you just hard rush spirit? I don't even think that's a bad choice.
Yeah, I think it's just basically
it's
just
a big
go.
chest. Oh, there's lens.
We're right on the way.
As expected.
Yeah, I think if you SeYsEy, you just go straight across the desert.
Yeah, because...
Don't even collect 200, just go.
Yep. I have no idea what that was. It looked like a recovery heart. So I guess that could be a possible benefit for Alfalfa, right? Because if SeYsEy skips everything and it just so happens that lights are in light trial, like, I don't know when SeYsEy really goes back for that. Like, I feel like there's other things you do, now that you have Dins especially.
I don't think it would be bad to check field on the way. I just don't see it being very likely.
Yeah, like, I think I would have made the call to skip it, but I can understand not wanting to, because you are still kind of looking for lights.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's just, how much do you value, like, slowing down to make sure that you get lights, or that it's AD? Which maybe because both of those are still needed, you kind of slow down a bit. Because I think if you have lights here, I think you just rush it and just say, yep, that's fine.
Okay, we are getting a GCG check from Alfalfa.
Interesting. Yeah, so this is... I think the only reason you'd go to GTG at this point is to find Bow. Or I guess maybe lights are here, but...
Or, according to what Alfalfa knows, it could just be Dens here. Like, if you can keep going Spirit, you might want that.
That's true. If you just bank on one of those two items and being in GTG.
And yeah, good point in chat. The fact that we have these Tunrova hints pointing to AD completion guarantees there is a key, at least, on Childside Spirit, whether it be small or boss key.
That's true.
I think Alfalfa is just hoping for a bow.
Yep. Even then, it's kind of rough. Like, I think you want, like, Bow, and then for lights to be, like, Deku, but, like, grossly in Deku. Or Child Spirit or something like that.
I guess it would just feel bad to leave this for Spirit, knowing that you can't warp back to it, because you're not going to be able to leave Roars here.
Yeah.
But I definitely agree that Spirit first would have been the play here. Just get the info.
Yeah, I just feel like the info's so valuable right now.
Alright, that's forest completed for SeYsEy.
Yep. We didn't get double forest. There are positives.
Yeah, this is true.
Oh, big chest.
Alright.
Oh, another big chest.
And a bow-lock chest. Just a little salt in the wound.
That's so mean.
There is one more back there. I think that's the 5 key locks.
That's 4 key, I think.
The 4 key?
Yep.
Yeah, and logically 6.
Mm-hmm. Ugh.
Nah. 3 out of 7 slingshots.
Yeah, 3 out of 7. It's like SeYsEy was thinking about doing adult fishing. Changed their mind, it looks like.
So we're thinking K-Sword behind Epona's somehow? Okay. Whether that be HBA or Colossus.
I mean, that could be HBA, Colossus, GTG at this point, because we still don't know where Longshot is, right?
Wasteland, which I don't think we saw ahead for. No, Wasteland's one of our foolish. Never mind.
Yeah.
Nope. Riding right over their strength 3.
Yeah. I think this is a completely fair call. Like, at this point, it's so important to know if you are able to finish. Now, that strength 3 could absolutely destroy them.
Yeah, all you need is lights and light trial.
Lights and light trial would actually, like, make up a lot of the time. Because I don't think, like, if you're SeYsEy, you don't go to to Hyrule Field first. I feel like you do Shadow first. Like, just for the density. Well, actually, you probably do GTG first. But, like, GTG and Shadow together will be a lot more than just doing Forest.
That's tough to say, because you probably know that your strength 2 isn't Path, so, like, you know your strength 3 could just be anywhere.
Yeah. Like, you're expecting it's not in Spirit, but that's really about it. It's not in Spirit, not deep GTG.
So, Shadow will only be required if we are hard locked behind Requiem, which then we will need to do Shadow and Deku to get Requiem from Burning Cack.
Yep. We're gonna find that out pretty soon.
That Colossus Fairy from Alfalfa. Okay. Very important check coming up. What's on the arch?
If I see lights, I'm... What is so sad. Oh god. Everything's falling apart. That looks like arrows, but I couldn't tell completely. Oh, that's a red rupee.
Alright. Well, we know, like we said earlier, there's at least one key, but are we hard locked?
Yep. We won't know until we find boss key and a key down here. Is this Saria's or is this an item? Sorry.
Nice.
Okay.
So OT's just junk.
Yep. Or K-Sword. Oh wait, no, it can't be K-Sword.
No.
Well, it could be K-Sword if, I guess, Spirit is...
It absolutely cannot be K-Sword, I don't think.
I think it can have...
No, we already know, like, Requiem is logically required for Spirit.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Could be like the 5th slingshot on OT, though.
That's probably it. Lights on OOT.
That is very possible. I think that would be the perfect ending to this seed of all time that we're watching.
Oh god. Okay, so there's one check.
Alright, all eyes on Alfalfa as we get our last adult side check. Ooh.
Okay,
Well.
so we're still in a K-Sword hunt. It's honestly probably just in Shadow, but...
So, good news for SeYsEy then. They've
Yep.
been through Forest, they have Dims. You just go straight to Shadow after this.
Yep. So now Alfalfa's probably, well, first of all, needs a bow.
Yeah.
But if you find K-Sword here, you're probably decently happy?
Yeah, best case scenario is if you find K-Sword here, you just get a bow and Deku.
Yep.
Even then, you've got a whole forest behind.
Yeah. And I expect SeYsEy ends up in GTG before Forest is completed.
Yeah, I keep seeing Deep Fire for K-Sword, which is also disgusting, but possible.
That's such a meme.
I would say left for Auroras and GTG. Okay.
That's interesting.
You can just warp right there after Shadow.
Yep. Alfalfa's having a time with the Wolfos. Oh? Oh,
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, that's good.
Yep. Misspeaking DMC did not punish super hard. I mean, obviously it's still worse that you had to get it here, but could have been a lot worse.
And now you notice that big chest behind Bo?
Yep.
Could just be the K-Sword here.
Ooh, there's another one.
Big chest, okay.
Everything's a Poe today.
Yep. Wait, yeah, all 3 bottles were a Poe. Of some sort.
Yep.
Oh, we missed the Colossus hint.
Yeah, I have no idea what it was.
It was all these big chests and GTG and... Oh, there was a dual hint for Child Spirit. Oh my god. Okay.
That's wild. They put it there. Child Spirit is small key and boss key. Oh. I'm starting to think that Child Spirit might be required. Just maybe.
I really want to know where the other copy of that hint is.
Yeah.
So,
oh, K-Sword.
Okay. Nice. So we have the whole AD kit.
Yep. So Alfalfa's going to go do Forest now. Downside is SeYsEy is also in GTG already, so that K-Sword is not going to escape them. I think at this point, the one possible saving grace for Alfalfa is Lights in Light Trial.
Yeah, that's the only advantage that Alfalfa has to gain that time back.
But also, there's not really a lot of things that SeYsEy really has after, like you assume, okay, so they go to Ganon's, they climb, they do Ganon's. There's not a lot of things left to do because he'll be AD at that point. One wolf was just somehow found a way to survive. I'm a bit intrigued that SeYsEy chose to do GTG before Shadow. Am I missing something?
Yeah, I would have imagined that you just do Shadow first, knowing that you have to. Yeah, like you have for roars, but you can just
do that from Shadow, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a choice. I mean, they knocked me out by doing GTG first.
Oh. Red will be remembered.
They know what they're doing. We actually have K-Sword. SeYsEy will be getting it in just a moment.
Yep.
And we don't even need Longshot, technically, for anything in the seed.
Correct. Yeah, there's
Unless
nothing...
it's like lights on Shoot the Sun, which would be the only thing logically behind Longshot.
Gross. Well, that's interesting, actually, because we had pre-completed water, right?
Yeah.
So that doesn't raise the water level?
I actually never thought about that. I think you would still have to go in and like actually kill Morpha to get the water up.
That's actually really interesting. I never thought of that.
Which is why you would still always need long shot for shoot the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can just call Pierre to get it.
Yep.
SeYsEy continuing at GTG. Oh, they did see the chest in the maze, so hoping for lights.
Yeah. Also this chest.
Yep, gonna need those eye drops, because you're sad because it's AD.
Water your own eyes. Sorry, Big Goron. These are mine now.
Alright, so both runners in glow mode officially. Alfalfa is about a little more than half a forest behind at this point.
Yep. Yeah, because you go right to Shadow after this, and then Deku. So that's pretty streamlined. I think the main question just becomes lights at this point. Like, where are those hiding?
Yeah, if it's just lights on the way.
Yeah, if it's lights and Shadow.
It's unfortunate, but it might be SeYsEy's race to lose.
Yep.
Or unfortunate for Alfalfa.
Yeah, this race is really only interesting if lights are in Light Trial, I think. Because I think there is, if lights are in Light Trial, what would SeYsEy have to actually do? Like,
they would just have overworld stuff left, because this point we've done every dungeon.
Yep, so at that point it's like, do you go... I don't know what you would choose instead, is the issue. Like... Because at that point, you're pretty much with Lake, you haven't done. Hyrule Field, you haven't done. Gerudo Valley, and... I don't think SeYsEy did HBA.
No, and all of that you can just get in, like, one line.
Yeah, it's a straight line from that point. I'm trying to think if there's anything else weird, like, on the way, like... I think CAC Archery, I don't think we've seen.
We've seen that.
Have we seen it? Okay.
And other than the overworld checks, there is like the 60-70% of fire we didn't see.
That's true. Yeah, fire is an option. So that'd be like the one choice you could make as SeYsEy that's kind of sad. Obviously, you probably clear... Because Alfalfa, if you see a Ganon's hint, you are rushing Light Trial.
Yep.
So there's a little bit of a slowdown, but that's not that slow, especially since we know Shadow Trial 2 is dead. Trying to think if there's anything else that could be weird here. Like what
we haven't seen King Zora either.
Yeah, we haven't seen King Zora. We haven't Treasure Chest game is hinted, so that can't be it. Domain's hinted. You've already done River. Yeah, there's really not many other choices. It's really just that.
Yep. So if you see inside my castle and you SeYsEy, you're gonna do the checks you can do, right?
Yeah.
So that'll be a bit of time, and then you just go through field and clean up everything you missed.
Yeah, so really the slowdown comes to SeYsEy probably does all of the rest of Ganon's. And then probably does... Oh, is this just gonna be lights? Nope. Oh.
Nope.
You do the rest of Ganon's, and then you do Lake Hylia. Because I don't think you have no reason to skip that at that point. So that's really the slowdown. But I don't know the timing of that, like how much slower that would be if like where we're at in Forest compared to Shadow is less than that distance. I think SeYsEy is still slightly in the lead there.
Yeah, I think so, because I think Alfalfa has a good 7 or 8 minutes left of Forest.
Yeah.
Well, SeYsEy has about the same amount of time left of Shadow, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like, Shadow's a little bit quicker than Forest, but not by a whole lot. That just that also depends on if you could skip the back or not.
That's true. Yeah, skipping the back is pretty nice, but both players would skip the back, so that's not that big of a deal.
Plus, there's also the argument of, do you even skip the back if you can? Because what if it's just lights back there?
That's true. I almost think you set Furores there. No, because you have it in...
Yeah, you're gonna want that
you'll have Requiem.
Yeah, you're gonna want your Furores and Ganons.
Yeah.
It's a probability thing, right? It's 2 checks versus the rest of the game for lights.
Yep. I think you probably just do it. It's not like the back room is actually super slow.
And yeah, you haven't been to Ganon's yet. You could use Furores to speed it up just a little bit.
Yep.
But would not be surprised, honestly, if it was just lights on the way between all of Shadow and Deku.
Yep. It's always a fun, entertaining option, too. Do you just skip Deku?
Yeah, I mean, you could just go mode Deku, play for the hint.
That would actually help Alfalfa a bit. If Alfalfa just skips anything that could possibly be. Because Deku is just...
Yeah, it's a good 4 to 5 minutes doing everything.
Yeah. Now, do I think there's a world where Alfalfa doesn't just do Deku? No. But it could be entertaining.
Yeah, like if you're feeling behind, like that is a play you could make.
Yep. It's just bank on, I have strength 3. I'm going to bank on that strength 3. Although the issue is do you think SeYsEy skips it? With the bow location, I almost think you don't think he skipped it.
No. But I also know SeYsEy's pretty thorough, so I don't think they'll opt to skip Deku.
Yeah. It's all just potential time saves in places. But...
Love to choose strats.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Speaking of time saves.
I'm learning that just because it looked cool.
Anything we choose, this always looks cool.
Yep.
I don't know, I guess, yeah, like if you wanted to skip Deku, you could just leave your Furores there, right?
Yep. But again, you kind of want to save Furores for Ganon's, but
No, because if it's separate, separate Furores as child. It won't
Oh
mess
yeah,
with
you're
one
right.
as adult.
I didn't think of that. That's true.
One of the many nice quality of life changes for Rando. You get 2 instances of Ferora's Wind.
Yep.
Nothing in Shadow, not even the first piece of bait.
Oh, you're not even able to skip the back rooms. So
No,
sad.
We got a key, yeah. Also, we still haven't seen our predestined Magic 2 in Shadow.
Of course.
Oh yeah, we did see the 3rd bow at the beginning of Shadow.
Yep.
We've seen all the bomb bags, we've seen all the slings. Maybe like irons or fire arrows here. I don't know.
Irons for...
There's just not much left.
Yeah. I'm here for irons for foolish water. Pre-completed water, I should say. I'm ready for that timeline.
You're going to be waiting for a long time.
I'm not... Yeah, I'm going to be here for a while, but... I don't think Longshot can be here. No, Longshot is most likely either in Spirit or Deku at this point.
I think long shot on Twin Rova for the comedy option.
My dream of foolish water lives on.
I'm sure if this were beatable only, you could have that long shot and water dream.
Oh, true. Well, there's the key. At this point, you just do Floor Master, because why wouldn't you?
Yeah, you're already back here.
Oh. Okay, SeYsEy hates that check.
Just making the call. Gotta respect it.
It's gonna be lights. Oh, it'd be so sad.
If he says lights and shadow, you know exactly where they are.
Correct. I don't know if that's enough, but just the possibility of that being enough is so sad.
Running all the way through Shadow again is probably like what, 2 or 3 minutes?
Straight rushing it. Probably
You have to take the boat again.
Yeah, it's probably like 4 to 5, I would think, just because of the boat. Because the boat is pain. The Shadow's still a relatively long dungeon. Oh, interesting.
Long
Okay.
shot on the OOT.
That would also be
yes,
funny.
Looks like Alfalfa is go moding Deku.
Yeah. Alright, I respect that.
I would imagine they might feel behind getting that bow late.
Yep.
And even in any other kind of scenario like this where you're in glow mode, I always personally like just playing for the hint.
Yep. I tend to be a little more thorough, but... yeah, grab the bomb shoes. Respect it. So now it'll be interesting what SeYsEy does. If SeYsEy also go modes Deku.
I mean, skipping the back like they did, I almost think that they will.
Yeah, that would be my guess.
Long shot on the OOT would be the best.
Shut up, OOT. Oh, be cursed.
Also, something to note here, a bit of a difference between the way that both the runners decided to go for their AD check. So Alfalfa doing Shadow first, and then Deku, so that they won't have to age change again. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of it if it's OOT. No, Alfalfa's doing it the right way. Because they complete Shadow, then they can pick up the song.
Alfalfa hasn't completed Shadow, though.
That's what I'm saying. So SeYsEy's going to have
Yeah.
to age change again, and then go to Shadow. Or go to Kakariko. Sorry, I had OOT on the brain.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, they do have Dins equipped, so they will be go moding as well.
Yep, that's interesting. Playing Storms. I respect it. Gotta love the fairy. The fairy is left.
Oh, SeYsEy has beaten Shadow. It just needs to be marked completed on their tracker.
Yep.
Yeah. All they have to do is kill Goma, and then they will get their Requiem right after. Yeah, our trackers are great. Thank you, Chuckles and Mel. Shoutouts to Chuckles and Mel. Shoutouts to the runners, SeYsEy and Alfalfa.
So true.
And, shoutouts to PK for joining me on comms.
Yep. Shoutouts back to you, Red.
And thanks to the organizers of this amazing tournament.
Yep.
Star, Mara, Dastar. Yo, Chuckles has grapes. Can you share?
So true, actually. Wait, I want grapes. Okay, so SeYsEy, Go Modes, Deku. We'll be able to get to Spirit pretty quickly. I think you just Go Mode Spirit too. Like at this point. Like there's decent odds that Lights is in Spirit, but I don't think it's worth even considering it. You know where Boss Key is, you know where Small Key is. Just grab the 2 items and go.
Okay, wait. I remember what I was trying to say earlier about the age changing.
Mm-hmm.
So, Alfalfa's going to finish Shadow as adults, pick up Requiem, and then they age change once to do Child Spirit. Or SeYsEy's going to have to age change to pick up Requiem, then age change again to do Child Spirit. That's what I was trying to get to, but I kind of brain farted it away. Yep, no idea where Lights are yet. Both runners are skipping a lot of stuff on the way, which could very easily have them. I guess all things considered, for an ADC, this hasn't been the worst. I mean, we're barely 2 hours in, and it's just a Spirit Temple left to go.
Yeah, for an ADC, this is pretty tame. Although lights can't even be that weird outside of like
barring the lights location.
lights in a Shadow Temple would be probably the funniest option at this point.
Things you don't want to see if you're playing this seed: lights and shadow or lights and fire.
Yeah, lights deep fire. Oh, there's an option too.
Deku wouldn't be the worst. It's just 2 more H changes. I think I'd rather see Deku than Fire. I don't know. I'm biased against Fire Temple personally.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's about even for me. That'd be kind of nerve-wracking to like, hey, I go mode to Deku and there's just my lights are there. Like, I think if I was in the race, I would be worried.
I mean, that's just part of the risk you take of playing for the hints. Like, I know the lights could very easily be here. Just gonna pretend like they're not.
Yep.
Yeah, light trial is a thing. We do know where our strength 3 is. Alfalfa found in Hyrule Field. Literally anywhere in the game they could be, we have access to all of it.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess the only thing we legitimately cannot do is shoot the sun. Like, we could peek it, but we can't get to it.
Yep. There'd be a sad spot for that too. If lights were shoot the sun. Be like, ah.
At least we know there's only so many places long shot could be.
It's true, but if like long shots in light trial, because then SeYsEy would have to grab strength 3, go back, and then or go to Ganon's and then go back. It's kind of a weird situation there.
Yeah.
Especially since you probably find the hint, and before even checking Ganon's, you go to Lake.
Yeah, if he says Lake, you're just gonna go do your adult Lake stuff, which SeYsEy hasn't done. I think Alfalfa has done those.
Yes.
Yeah, that's...
Could be a gross option, but that's a, like, one check possibility.
So I assume SeYsEy will be go-moding Spirit as well. Just needs to pick up... what, 2 keys? No, 3 total. No, 2 more to go. 2 more keys, I mean. Yeah, 3 total.
Only just needs 2 more small keys at this point. Oh, big chest. There's a wallet.
A very deep wallet.
We get to see more chews in a shadow pot room. It's pretty cool.
That's nice. For that setup, the keys kind of converge in the one spot.
Yep. Oh. Okay, SeYsEy is being a little more thorough. Not actually gonna go check the big chest? Oh, okay.
Well, you do still need one more key. It makes sense to just... well, now... At least,
Okay.
as far as we know, we have no concerns for lights anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, wrong ones. That's the wrong arrows game.
Okay, so it looks like SeYsEy is being thorough here, which could help Alfalfa. Although actually, you need. Oh, you're still looking for one more key.
Yeah.
Which is interesting that you.
I get this. You do this room, so if you get the third key, you can just go straight to the climb and then skip, like, having to do the Beamos and the Anubis room.
Because you assume there's definitely one child side somewhere, considering the key layout. Yep.
Oh, there was one, because it was hinted, remember?
Yeah, I mean,
Or you meant the child climb, yeah.
Yeah, there should be one somewhere in the child climb. You're just kind of hoping it's not the torches room.
Nope. That's our third key. Looks like we're out of here. I know we did see Tektite. It was a second Big Po bottle.
Yep.
Lab Dive, I don't think we did see that one.
No.
No, we didn't, because we don't have irons to cheese it or gold scale to do it the right way.
Correct. So that's, I guess, the last real check we can't see yet.
Yeah, I forgot about Lab Dive. We can't check that at all right now.
Which could be gross, but... Why did it spawn up there?
Oh, haven't the Stalfos spawned somewhere like atop of the boat or something?
It spawned on top of like the front part.
I think it's dependent on where Link's standing.
That's funny.
Maybe you can make them spawn off of the boat if you're in the right spot.
Interesting.
That's why you see some people stand like in the back corner, because it just makes the Stalfos not appear on the boat.
Oops.
Let's see if we get a manager check from Alfalfa or not.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. It's very possible.
Yep, looks like it.
Okay. Very possible time. If this is like gold scale, that would be insane.
Yeah, gold scale irons here would just be disgusting. But possibly worth it.
Okay.
Just junk. There is a world where that could have been relevant, though.
There is a world. It could have been lights, or they could have been gold scale or iron boots. So gross. Oh.
Yeah, SeYsEy got the key from like the Den's room or the BK room, but skipped the manager. Right, and there's a Rova down for SeYsEy. We're getting a climb soon, and then we'll get the dreaded Where Are the Lights?
Unless there's lights on Rova. What? Is that the other wallet?
Yeah, I think it had to be, because we've already seen all 3 bomb bags. Gross. Is that both wallets and Spirit?
Yeah. So that means the Goron Tunic was the logical access to fire, right? Actually, you could theoretically put off doing fire until after Spirit. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't need Tunic to get the litter from the first check and fire.
Yep. So, Goron Tunic wasn't logically required, but a lot more
Also,
convenient than the wallets.
Also, the fact that you could just get the Sphere Zero hookshot.
Yep.
Minuet's pretty early, and you could just get the Tunic from Forest.
Tunic from Forest.
That's where the Goron Tunic was that we saw.
I thought the Goron Tunic was in Hyrule Field. I'm going insane. That's what I'm going with.
I'm trusting our awesome note takers and trackers here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't even look at that. That would have been a lot smarter.
No, trust me, I can't remember these things.
Forest Red Poe. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there was an item there. I thought it was the 3rd check in Hyrule Field. The Brock.
Although back of Shadow Skippers. Maybe one day I'll grow a backbone and actually do that.
I just know that the first time I do it, it's absolutely back of Shadow.
And then you'll be biased and never do it again.
Exactly. I will never consider it again.
Oh, big chest validation.
Is that gonna be lights? That would be so cool. Wouldn't even be mad.
Give me irons here.
That'd be cursed. Yo!
Oh, okay, well.
Lights on the climb, let's go. I'm sorry,
Barring a very unfortunate Ganondorf fight, this is... It's SeYsEy's to lose.
Yeah. Death by Ganon 3 times. 4 times.
But also, one of the greatest things to see as an OOTR runner is just lights on the way to the fight.
Yep.
There's nothing that beats that.
It feels so nice. I think I've had it happen once. And I popped off.
What happened? We had lights on the Ganon's boss key chest. So we do not have to go get the hints or hunt for any other items. We're just done.
So what was like the main thing that set Alfalfa behind? Was it just like...
I think it was just missing the bow.
Yeah, the bow definitely was a slowdown, but...
No, because they seem to have been like right behind, or Alfalfa seemed to have been right behind SeYsEy the entire time. Like they were on the same path. They were
I know.
Together.
Alfalfa was like slightly ahead going into ice, and then like SeYsEy's ice was just insane.
Kokiri's sword was, what was it, the near Pierre chest and GTG?
Yep. The menacing piece right behind Alfalfa right now.
It's fine. You can let it take your shield. You don't need it anymore.
You're right, but it still feels bad.
But, you know, all things considered, still not terribly far behind. It's just climbing through, getting a few keys in Spirit and Rova.
It's pretty much just slightly less than a Spirit Temple behind. Or, like, a slightly less than a kind of go mode Spirit behind.
Yeah. But yeah, with that said, let's get your GGs in chat for SeYsEy.
Oh, you know another thing for SeYsEy, actually, now that I think about it, was the GTG call post, like, instead of going straight to Shadow. Because that saved the Hyrule Field loop.
Yeah, good point.
That was another thing that was sort of the difference maker. Yep. GG's.
GG's, SeYsEy. Looks like we should be getting both for an interview here in a second.
Yep.
Hey, Alfalfa, welcome in. GG's.
Thanks for the GGs. I hear I missed a bow. What's the story with that?
So you had a
We're missing a
bow
bow.
in the crater, in the wall.
Oh, that wasn't a magic?
Nope.
Oh
No, that
my
was,
god.
that was your first bow, yeah.
I saw that as magic. I was gonna grab it, and then I got magic in Child 1. I was like, okay, I saved some time. I guess I lost some time. Dang.
Yep, that was the first bow that SeYsEy got.
Oof. Oh, that
Yeah,
hurts.
You got bailed out by the one in GTG. It just wasn't enough, unfortunately.
Yeah, too late. Too much backtracking there.
I think by that time, SeYsEy already had the whole forest over you.
Oh, that's rough. I had zero doubt about what that was. I was 100% sure that was a magic.
Yep.
And my big regret though was not dipping fire in Adult 1. I didn't have quite enough health to make it there. I wanted to, and I was like, no, I'm just gonna die and waste time. And if I'd done it, I think that would have been the difference maker right there. So that's too bad.
Yeah, I don't
You
think
mean, like,
SeYsEy...
just to go in and get the letter and get that information?
Yeah, because I would have done Jabu in Child 1 then, and I would have had Epona in Adult 2, and it would have changed the whole flow of everything. I would have gotten the hook shot probably too with doing Jabu. I would have done Child Lake, and so like that one little I didn't have quite enough health, like that made a huge difference in the end.
Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah, welcome in, SeYsEy. GG's.
Yo, GG,
thank you.
SeYsEy.
Thank you, GG Alpha.
That's a hell of a time for this seed. Well done, well played.
Thank you.
Well, SeYsEy, what do you think about the surprise AD seed?
Yeah, I take it. I mean, I was used to get casinos and other seeds in SGL, so yeah, it feels nice getting a seed with an AD, especially that I feel comfortable with those seeds. And yeah, the seed was pretty nice for me.
Mm-hmm. Also, Alfalfa, I think you missed it. SeYsEy saw a hint in Colossus that told you it was AD.
Oh,
Yeah.
the one
dual
dual
hint.
hint I was missing. That was literally
Yeah.
the only hint I was missing. And I was like, what are the odds I find a dual hint? So I guess say you never crossed before you got Requiem then, probably.
Yeah, I crossed because the int was in Requiem by in Colossus.
Yeah.
Oh, at
that was
Colossus.
the first
Okay.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the hint was
Oh,
in
okay.
Colossus.
Oh, dang. Yeah, at that point I was just not checking hints anymore.
Yeah, we
I
never
thought about
started
just
that.
not crossing and betting on it being AD, but like, I didn't want to lose on like, well, you just didn't cross, so.
Yeah, that was super risky. Doing Shadow before checking Spirit was super risky.
Shadow was my last dungeon before Spirit. Yeah, I wound up. I guess I don't know if you heard before. I missed the bow in Death Mountain Crater. I thought it was a
Oh.
magic meter, and I just never
damn.
grabbed it. So my first bow was the one in GTG. So I think we did our dungeons in pretty different orders, probably.
Okay, yeah, I see. Oh, yeah, because I did Forest before crossing. So yeah, that was kind of unfortunate. But there was pretty much nothing in Forest. Oh, there was Din's Fire though.
Yeah. So I didn't have
Yeah.
dins until much later.
Yeah, because
so-
when I did Forest and I found also Epona on Prelude, I knew there was a Kokiri's Road behind Epona. So yeah, that's why I just left my Pharos Wind in GTG, then crossed to see if it was an AD, or there could be also the Kokiri's Road in Spirit. So I rushed it, then I found myself blocked, so I just Pharos Wind back in GTG because I knew Kokiri's Road was there.
Yeah, same. I did half of GTG. I did the right side, dropped FW, I crossed, and then I went back and did the left side and got the things I needed.
Yeah.
I really wanted a bow before I went to Spirit because I didn't have dins. I didn't, I really wanted to get, like, if I could clear it, I wanted to be able to do those magic checks.
Yeah, of course.
But I wound up going in there without a bow and not knowing if it was AD, and I was pretty nervous, but in the end, it didn't matter.
Yeah. Okay. So did you took too much time to find your bow, or did you go to GTG pretty early?
Yeah, I think like it would have been more efficient to get it earlier, but it didn't lose a ton of time. The big thing I wish I'd done is dip fire in Adult 1. I already knew that fire was path, and if I'd gotten that letter, I would have done a lot of things differently in Child 1. But I think you won on execution and like me not getting that bow. I was in mid Spirit, so I was probably like 10 minutes or so behind.
Yeah, something like that, probably. Yeah. Okay.
I knew I was outmatched on execution. If I was going to win today, it was going to have to be on routing, and the routing just wasn't there for me. So
Yeah, there was also the another small time save with SeYsEy right after doing Spirit went right to GTG, so they got to skip the Adult Lake, Hyrule Field, Gerudo
Right.
Valley.
which is just a bunch of junk.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that was another bit of a time save there.
You did have the strength 3 there in field, which was the only kind of worrying bit.
Oh, Strength was Hyrule Field.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the scrub.
Oh, okay. I was really scared about it, but I was thinking while I was in Go mode, in trial mode, I mean, I was thinking what I was about to do next if the LA is behind Strength 3. And I told myself I'm gonna do the trials, of course, and then going back to Lake and do Iron Food check, so maybe I would have found it pretty early. Okay,
Also-
but that was really
There
scary
wasn't much
because
left.
Yeah,
but I left a lot of checks here and there because I was in trial mode. Like I didn't check the right side of GTG. I had a check in Shadow. I go moded Deku Tree. Go moded
Yeah, me
Spirit.
too. Yeah,
So that's a lot of check that could have been Strength 3 for me. So that was scary.
I'm gonna say shout outs to both of you guys for go moding like that and just playing for the hint.
I think
Yeah,
that's the only thing to do there. Like,
Yeah.
it's 1v1. Loser goes home. Like, you gotta go all out.
Yeah, I agree. You have to do this.
Yeah, the early part of the seed I was playing really thorough, and I think with these seeds or with these settings that makes a lot of sense to be more thorough. But like once you get like pretty close to go mode, it makes sense to just be really aggressive.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
This was a fun tournament. I really enjoyed these settings. I'm gonna enjoy watching the last couple of matches as well.
Yeah, congrats on getting this far, Alfalfa.
Pretty proud of that. Last year I got knocked out in the first round, so this was much better.
And yeah, SeYsEy moving on to semifinals. Going to be best of 3 with Majarkin. That'll be exciting.
Yeah. I'm really happy being going that far in the tournament. To be honest, I didn't prepare myself a lot. Like I was kind of in a break before doing the tournament, so I'm pretty happy going that far. And yeah, it's gonna be a good match versus Magickin, that's for sure.
For sure, for sure. Do you have anything else, PK, to add, or did you guys have anything else to add?
I think just shoutouts to the runners, Alfalfa and SeYsEy. And then shoutouts to Trackers, Chuckles, and Mel. And shoutouts to Red for commentating with me. And the SGL organizer.
Yeah,
Yes.
thanks for the stream, guys.
Yes. Thanks for the
Yeah,
awesome
thanks so
race.
much.
And yeah, good luck, SeYsEy, next round. Can't wait to see
Yeah,
it.
thank you.
Yeah, best
thank
of luck,
you.
SeYsEy.
Yeah. And GG
Yeah.
again, Alpha.
Thanks for the race.
Yep, thanks.
Let me see. Do we have our next round scheduled just yet? Not. I would say stay tuned for that. It should be right here on the Speedgaming.
Yep. I'm not
Let me
sure if
pull up
there's
the
anything scheduled
Should
yet.
have already had that up. Okay, yeah. So we have Monday, 2:15 Eastern. What the hell's happened versus Gavroni round 1. Wednesday, 6:15 p.m. Eastern, round 2. What the hell's versus Gavroni. But yeah, look out for that here on Speed Gaming. Until then, that's going to be it for us. Thanks for watching.